What is happening, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to our review sessions once again. Today we'll be discussing our three favorite pairs as usual: US 100, US 30 and DAX 40, which is German 40. We are approaching the end of the year, and I am expecting this week to be the last week of much volatility within the markets. And yeah, with that being said, the format of today's presentation, or the format of today's review session, is going to be a little different from what we normally do. This is going to be a really quick review session in terms of me not identifying our areas of value before we get into our analysis, right? What we've got here right in front of us is our areas of values that we have identified throughout the weeks or the past 2 weeks, and yeah, we'll show you how price moved within these values and how we caught opportunities, right? So with that being said, today I am going to just review the section. I'm going to review from the from the 15th all the way to today, the 21st. Yeah, so it's going to be a quick analysis, quick in and out, but yeah, you guys do understand I hope you guys do understand the processes of how we do these things, how we analyze the markets, and how we identify trends and whatever the case may be. So with that being said, without further ado, let us get into our analysis, and let us look at US 100 from the 15th till to present day's analysis, and how trades were executed, and what lessons were learned with regards to these. So here we go. We've got US 100 on the 1 hour time frame, and as you can see, here's our areas of value, our D1 areas of value. So once price gets to the resistance or the support zone of those areas of values, that's when we consider making a decision of getting into the market or not, right? So here we got US 100 on the daily time, on the 1 hour time frame, on the 1 hour time frame, and yeah, we're gonna start from here. So as you can see, previous day on the 14th of December, we see price broke down, and remember, we are zone to zone traders, so we waited for price to get to our next zone, right? So as you can see, we do remember, we do trade, we try to get opportunities off the market open, and if we don't find trade opportunities off the market open, we just leave it and we just let the market to do what it has to do, right? So as you can see here, price broke out and it got to this level. We got to obviously market open and price pushed down to this level, right? So creating a low of that previous day, the low of the 14th, right? So as you can see, price got to this level, rejected the zone and pushed it upside. As you can see, price pushed it upside and played in our middle zone, right? So what I got to say with the middle zone is that, with regards to the middle zone, we can trade within the middle zone, but it's very risky to trade in the middle zone, because placing our stop losses or being on the right side of the trade is quite difficult, because obviously we are in the middle of the zone and we really don't know where the market is going. Remember, we get a higher probability trade. We look for higher probability trades, not lower probability trades. So with that being said, here we go. Here's our analysis on the 15th. So as you can see, price got to our support on a daily time frame. This is our daily time frame support zone. Price pushed up, and in the evening it closed above this area, leading to the 15th. As you can see, price range around this area, and this is pre-market. This is in London session, sorry. So it's pre-New York session. So as you could see, we didn't trade within this zone. We were waiting for price to get to our support area or get to our resistance area to show us direction of where the market is going, right? So as you can see, here we got our price is playing around, and as you can see, we got to our 4:30. Price didn't move that much. So this was FMOC meeting, or right over here, right? So what we were waiting for is wait for price to get to this area, and as you can see, price got here, rejected our support area and pushed to the upside. So what we are going to do is wait for that push, rejection, and the bullish momentum. And as you can see, we got bullish momentum, and this is where we're going to enter the trade, right? We're going to enter the trade right there. Our stop loss is going to be just below there, and we were going to ride the trade to the next zone. And as you can see, the next zone was a nice area for us to trade within, right? So price got there, pushed up, it got back down, hunting our stop losses. And if you did buy to the stop loss over here, you were still going to be in the trade. And as you can see, price pushed up to the upside, and it got to our area of value resistance on the daily time frame. And as you can see, this is a very good move. This is a very nice significant move. So if you did get into this trade and you did take profits, you're going to be very happy with this move. And as you can see, price continued this uptrend the remainder of the night. And as you can see, it got to our next zone, our resistance area. And yeah, this is when we got to the next date, the 16th. And as you can see, price pushed to the zone, or whatever the case may be, got to the zone, batted to break this resistance area, it pushed to the downside, showing bearish momentum. And as you can see, if you go down to our lower time frame, this is on the 5-minute time frame, which we draw our supports and resistance. This is extra confirmation for us to show that extra confirmation for us for entry, right? So this is how price is going to play out. We were going to wait for price to close below our support area, and support area, and retest that area, right? And as you can see, price pushed down, retested that area, and this is where we're going to enter our trade. We're going to place our stop loss right above our area of value, our 5-minute area of value, and we're going to ride our trade all the way to the bottom to our next zone. Remember, zone to zone trading. And as you can see, price pushed down and got to this level, which is a nice big significant move, which is a nice risk to reward ratio as well. And yeah, that's how price played out. Leading on to the 17th, as you can see, price pushed down, pushed down, pushed down. If you did hold the trade, you were going to be very happy with the trade. But with that being said, the reason why price closed all the way to the bottom here was that it was correcting this not indecision, imbalance. It was covering this imbalance, so price had to close these imbalances over here. And as you can see, price did push down and cover these imbalances. So leading on to the 17th, here we got our middle, our minor support and resistance area. Let me just draw that up for us here. So that we determined by this price here, on the previous day, on the 15th, right? The 15th, this was our resistance area on the minor time frame, and as you can see, price pushed down all the way, and obviously the 16th played out, and price got to this zone, rejected the zone, and pushed to the upside, right? And now what we're waiting for is price leading up to market open. So price got to market open, and as you can see, we didn't find any opportunities, or I didn't find any opportunities at that time, right? So what I was waiting for is to price to get to this zone, but as you can see, price didn't get to that zone. Price respected that our minor support and resistance area, and as you can see, price pushed down, pushed up to the upside, rejected the zone, and continued down on its bearish movement, right? And this is how we want to take the trade. We're going to take it there. We're going to put our stop loss just above that zone, and we were going to ride our trade all the way to our next support zone. And as you can see as well, this was a very significant area for us as well. As you can see, price played out nicely. That being said, now we're leading on to the 18th of December, and now we're going to analyze how market played out on the 18th of December, and no, the 17th, so that was the Friday. So now we're leading on to today's time frame, which is the 20th of December, and now we got to take advantage of how price played out on the 20th, right? And as you can see, price broke below our area of value resistance support zone, broke down, closed below our support zone, now new resistance. And as you can see, price retested our resistance zone and pushed all the way to the downside. So by the time we started analyzing this price, price was in the middle of the zone right over here, right? So what we were waiting for is we were waiting for price to get to our support area. Once price got to our support area, what we were waiting for is for price to reject that zone and push to the upside, right? So if we go to our 15-minute time frame, this is what we could see with price, what happened with price yesterday, right? So this is how price played out yesterday. Price did get to our support area, right? Got to our support area and rejected that zone. So what we were waiting for is for market open, and to see how we'll analyze this market and how we'll take advantage of this market, right? So with that being said, we had to identify our minor zones, and as you can see, our minor zones were identified by our 5-minute support and resistance areas over here. So as you can see, price pushed down to the downside. It rejected our daily support area. And it pushed to the upside. And as you can see, it pushed to the upside and it started rejecting. So as you can see, price got to our minor support area, our minor resistance area. It got to the resistance area. It rejected that zone. And as you can see, price pushed down to the downside, right? So if you could see this, we take a short position, and what confirmed to us that price was going to push to the downside is this multiple weak rejection zone. So as you can see, price rejected at that zone, price rejected at this zone as well. So what we're doing, like we always do, is we put our 5-minute support and resistance area zone, and we wait for price to break below that. So as you can see, price got below that, it broke below that, it closed below our resistance area, our support area, and this is when price pushed to the downside. So as you can see, this is how we're going to execute the trade below our resistance area. And as you can see, price pushed all the way to the downside and got to our D1 support area again. So price got to our D1 support area, and as you can see, this is how we executed the trade, and this is how the trade was going to be executed, testing our support zone over here. With that being said, as you can see now, price got to our D1 area of value again, support, rejected that price multiple times, and as you can see, it pushed to the upside. So now, leading on to today, we're going to do an analysis of this, but as you can see, these are the zones that we have identified, and this is how we're going to try execute price, right? So let us take an analysis. As you can see, price pushed above, retested our support area, and is pushing to the upside. So what we're waiting for is price to break our 5-minute support, 5-minute resistance area to our new support. So what we're waiting for is price market open, price to push up, reject the zone, and push to the upside. And this is the opportunity that we'll take, but we will narrate on that later on today. So the next pair that we want to move on to is US30. So with the US30, we'll go to the 15th as well. We'll start on the 15th. And as you can see, we've identified our supporting area zones on our daily time frames, which is indicated here with these yellow zones over here. And as you can see, it did a double bottom over here. And as you can see, double bottom, rejection of the zone, pushed up, double bottom again. So this is how we executed the trade. So price got to the zone, rejected the zone, and short bullish momentum. So this was the indication we got into this trade in here, which was going to be an impulse entry into the zone like that, and this is how we're going to execute the trade, right? If you go into the 15-minute time frame, you'll get an in-depth analysis of how we actually executed this trade. So as you can see, price pushed down, showed bullish momentum, retested that zone, rejected that zone, pushed back up, and it broke our support and resistance area on our 5-minute time frame. So price got to that level, pushed up, rejected that zone again, and as you can see, price pushed up bullish and got to our next zone. And like I say all the time, is that we are zone to zone traders, and we waited for price to get to our next zone. So let us move on to the 16th and see what the 16th has got for us, right? So as you can see, this is how price played out on the 16th. It pushed down, retested the zone, pushed to the upside, right? And now we're going towards market open, right? Sorry, this is our market open on the 16th. Price played around this zone, and as you can see, price battled to break this zone. So it pushed to the downside and got to this level. So once you saw that bearish momentum, we knew that it was going to get to this level, and as you can see, price pushed from there and got to this level. Going on to the next day. So that's just it. Going on to the next day. Price broke below this zone. So what we're going to do is put our 5-minute support and resistance zone over here. And what we're going to wait for is we're going to wait for price to break below the zone, close, and retest the zone. But as you can see, it was a shallow retest of the zone, and price got pushed down, closed, and as you can see, it consolidated a little bit over here. So if you go to our lower time frames, you would see that consolidation phase, right? And then we're going to see that bearish momentum, and this is where we're going to take an opportunity. We're going to enter here, put our stop loss right above our 5-minute support and resistance zone, and go into the trade until our next support and resistance, our support zone on our daily time frame. With that being said, that's the 17. Moving on to yesterday's analysis. Yesterday, price opened up like this and got pushed all the way to the bottom. So as it pushed all the way to the bottom, we were waiting for price to get to this zone to test the support zone. Remember, if you want to trade in our minor zones, it's a riskier trade and it's our lower probability trade, but it's still a trade, right? But now we were looking for higher probability trades, and as you can see, price didn't reach this zone, didn't reach our support zone as yet. It pushed back up, doing a retest, forming a higher low, and it pushed back down again, forming a lower low, sorry. And that's how it played out. So you could have taken this opportunity at market open, because as you can see, it retested the zone, pushed back down, tried to retest the zone. If it broke above and retested the zone and pushed up, we would take the buys. But as you can see, price pushed down, tried to retest the zone and pushed back down again, and this was the trade to this zone over here, which for me was not a trade. It was not a good trade to be in, or wouldn't be a trade that I would consider, because it's a low probability trade for me according to my rules. And yeah, so we waited for price to get to the zone, and as you can see, price got to our B1 support zone and it got to the zone. It rejected this zone multiple times, and this confirms to us the buy entry. So if you go on to a lower time frame, we were going to see this bullish momentum, but if you weren't very comfortable of entering there, you're going to put out your 5-minute support and resistance zone over here. Let us go to our 5-minute support, and as you can see, the confirmation for us to get into this trade was, as you can see, that was the rejection. The bullish move, the break of our resistance now turned new support. So what we're waiting for is our support, our retest and our rejection of zone. And as you can see, price did form a shallow retest on the zone, and this was going to be the long position. You want to enter around about there and take this trade to this zone over here. And as you can see, this trade was a very good trade setup to be, and that was our stop loss, a 40 point stop loss to gain a 220 pip gain. So this is a very high probability trade and a very good trade that you would have been in if you did take opportunity of this trade. And as I was saying, we are zone to zone traders. If you held this trade all the way to where it is now today, look at that risk to reward, very nice risk to reward. And this is, in this case, this is where you're going to move your stop loss all the way below your other 5-minute our minor supporting resistance zone and let price push the upside. And yeah, that's what we got it. So what we're waiting for now for market open for what to happen today is that two scenarios that can happen, right? Is either price gets to this, three actually, sorry. Price gets to this zone, gets above here, rejects the zone and pushes down and retests the zone again. Or price push above, retest and push to the upside. Or we can get price push all the way to the bottom, retest and push to the downside again. And these are the things that we are waiting for to happen on market open today. With that being said, this is what I got for my review sessions today, and yeah, we'll see you a bit later on to review how market moves are today. And yeah, we'll start with a clear chart, and yeah, we'll analyze what really going on today. With that being said, thank you for listening to the review session, and until next time, hope you guys got value as usual, and hope you guys comment and subscribe on my page, and just let me know of things that is missing within our analysis and what you'd like more for me to add on to this analysis. Okay, thanks, cheers, bye.